Greetings, I'm Sir Markedu with Sir Media Group. Welcome. We are here with Connie Stokes. She's running for CEO of DeKalb County. So we're going to ask her what is the most passionate thing, why is she so passionate about this run? Tell me why you're so passionate.
Sir, thank you for asking that question. But first of all, I have to thank you for all that you've done for this community. Just been a real warrior for young people.
Yes,
and that is our future. That is our future. And really and truly, that's why I run. That's why I do all that I do in this community is for the future and for young people.
Yes.
And we have to make sure that they have opportunities. We have to make sure that hopefully everyone will go to college and ride off into the sunset. Unfortunately, that's not our reality.
That's true.
And it's not the reality for a lot of young people. And we have the responsibility to make sure that they have opportunities. And I tell you, it's in my heart.
Yes.
My grandmother raised me. She only had a 6th grade education. She did the best she could.
Yes.
My mom was an alcoholic. I never knew my father. But I had to work hard, and that's what my grandmother instilled in me. If you work hard, and if we as leaders create opportunities for young people, then they can grow up and live productive lives. And that's why I'm running for CEO of DeKalb County.
You know, and you mentioned the youth and the young adults, and I see, as we know, today is not the best times, but I believe this is really the time. This is a time in 2016. We have the right people in office doing the right things. We will be able to recover our youth and our communities, because right now a lot of it's neighborhoods. Now we're going to make them communities, and that's the biggest thing. And my biggest thing is education on the economic side. If we create more businesses, younger businesses, right? 20-year-old businesses, they're 20 years old, 22 years old. That's part of what I strive for. How you feel about creating younger business and business owners?
You hit it right on the head, and I've done so many forums and excited about doing many more forums before this is over the next couple of weeks.
Or even after.
Well, I'm just saying,
having forums after.
Absolutely. We will continue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my history as a senator, as a commissioner. It's really getting out there in the community. But what I was saying is, I've talked about that during this campaign. We need more micro business programs. We need more programs for people to be self-employed. That's how you create jobs. That is the real way to create jobs. People say, well, why don't we get all these large companies? We need to bring these companies in so they can hire people. We need to teach young people to create jobs. Mm-hmm. And the way you create jobs is by first, you start a business. You become self-employed. You become self-employed, then you hire, what do, sir? You hire your family.
That's right.
You hire your friends.
That's correct.
You know, and that's what we do, and that's what makes communities strong. We have to have small business loans. Yep. We have to have micro loan programs.
Yes,
and that is a proven way to success so that young people will have opportunities for the future.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, one of the questions I really want to ask you as well is that we understand the youth, and the youth are very important, but we have people that are already wage earners, and we have businesses already. But my biggest thing also is the elderly. What are you going to do special for the elderly? Because we're going to get there one day. Right. Who's going to take care of us?
You know, that's it. Well, hopefully we're going to do a lot for these young people, so when we get there, they are take care of us.
Absolutely.
But for right now, as a matter of fact, when I leave here, I'm going to be speaking to a group of seniors, and it continues. And I've done so many programs. One of the programs I'm very proud of that I did for seniors, I called it the Generations Program, and I was able to get funding as a state senator so that the YMCA could do a program to, have more opportunities for seniors that spend time at the Y. I'm very, very proud of my service on a local level as a commissioner in creating new senior centers like the Lou Walker Senior Center, and many others that have opened since that one opened, creating a way for them to be able to raise money, like having a nonprofit, so that it's not just government funds. And that's something else we need to talk about as well. But we have so many opportunities to create other opportunities for for seniors, and we just don't do it as leaders. And I have a track record. I want people to know that I'm always out there trying to create opportunities for seniors, like the New Year, New You program that I started in DeKalb County for seniors. That we start out every year talking about taking care of our health, because we want to make sure that seniors not just have medication. We want to make sure that they have opportunities to live well.
Which is recreation.
Wellness, yes,
Yeah.
recreation, not just medicine. And not just focus on sickness, but also focus on prevention.
There we go.
And exercise and all of those things, which I know is on your heart too,
Yes,
that you do.
Yes, indeed. You know, and this is awesome. And now I'm thinking about one other element of our community that I believe that we need to tackle is our veterans. How you feel about our veterans?
I think it's just a shame, and I've talked to so many veterans, and particularly a lot of women vets, because they're not treated fair, but our veterans in general, that you go and you put your life on the line.
Yes.
That you stand up for us so that you and I can have all the opportunities that we've had, and then you come home, you can't get a job, you can't get medication. I know people who have to fight to get medication when they're really sick and they are veterans, or they're treated with disrespect and disregard. They have to go and sit long lines to get medication. So I have always been out there just as a voice, a strong voice. A lot of their programs are federal programs, but that's what leadership is about. And you know that leadership is not always speaking from the platform where you are elected, but leadership is about standing up for people that need a strong voice.
That's it.
And speaking out and speaking up, and that's what I have a history of doing.
You know, Connie, I mean, it's interesting because I look at because we really encompass the whole thing. We talk about our youth, we talk about our seniors, and our veterans, and I think that really encompasses a lot. The one other thing is really like teachers and educators, and to be able to put them in a position where they can help, especially the retired teachers. I have a system that retired teachers to come back, and now they will teach the curriculums that we need, which is economic system. That's the biggest thing. But you definitely can't do it by yourself. But go ahead, let's talk about.
Well, you know, it's just what you said, and I always admired you for that, because it's focusing on economics, focusing on opportunities, like you said, for seniors as well as for young people. So it is so very, very important, and also the opportunity back to being self-employed.
There you go.
And we're living longer.
That's
and so since we're living longer, we want people to have the opportunity when they live longer to live a better life, to not be sickly. And it's always been my thing. Yes, exactly. That's what we want to do. And I've always said that is you want to be able to be well, to be healthy, and to continue to work as long as you want to work.
Absolutely. And you know, and I'm going to kind of wrap it up, but the beautiful part about everything that we do, Connie, I believe that you politicians can't do it by yourself.
Right.
We need the community to step up and show out and show what you have to offer. You know, it's not what the country can do for you, it's what you can do for your country.
I'm so glad you brought that up. And I know we're running out of time. Voting is so important, and it's not about me. It's about your future. And I understand, I really do believe this, is that a lot of people don't see the connection with real change comes from voting. You want someone who's going to be in there, who's going to stand up for issues that are important to you. And making DeKalb County a better place for all of us to live is what I have been working for, what I've been in the trenches on, and what I will continue to do.
That's awesome. And now tell us about where your home office is.
Oh, my office is in Avondale, the city of Avondale, which I love it. The people are just all around, because, you know, a lot of people can walk to, you know, all the businesses around there, the little coffee shops. It's a great place, and it's centrally located, which is why we're there. Is if you live in North DeKalb, if you live east, west, south DeKalb, it's centrally located. It's right at 32B North Avondale Road. And if you're traveling west, like going towards Atlanta, coming down Covington Highway. Covington Highway, once it crosses Memorial Drive, changes into North Avondale Road, and then it continues to College Avenue. So everyone knows exactly where it is. You may not be familiar with the name of that part of the street. Yeah, Skip's Hot Dogs.
It's right next door.
It's right. It's about a block away. Also, the Purple Corkscrew, which is a wine shop, is next door on the other side. And if you see the my parents' basement, these are all places. We're right there in that block with so many other businesses, and thousands of cars pass by us every day. And I want to invite you to park your car and come in and see what we're doing, talk about the issues, and help us to win this campaign on May 24th so that we can make it better for all of us in DeKalb County.
Now, what if someone needs to call you?
Oh yeah, call me. Email me at conniestokes.com. You can call me at 404-867-8021, and I would love to hear from you. And I'll get back to you within 24 hours. I say that because we do get a lot of calls, but I promise you one thing. If you call me, I will call you back.
And that's very important. Now we got to deal with social media.
Okay.
How can we touch you on social media?
Oh, thank you. You asked all those great questions. Okay, Connie.Stokes2 on Facebook. Connie Stokes 411 on Instagram, Twitter at Connie J Stokes, and I don't know the rest of them.
You have an email?
I'm on all of them. Connie@ConnieStokes.com is my email.
Okay.
But just search for me, Connie Stokes for DeKalb CEO, and you'll be able to find me. But we're on about 7 or 8 of the social medias. It's so many of them. But social media is a good thing, and we really like to be engaged. It's such a great way to engage.
And can we have your number one more time, please?
Yes, 404-867-8021.
Okay, that's Connie Stokes.
And vote early.
Okay.
Vote
Tell
early.
us about that.
Yeah, it started on May 2nd, and you can vote at 3 different locations right now, and then it's going to change to 6. But on May 2nd is when early voting start. It will go through the 20th,
Yes.
and then that's on a Friday, and after that you would have to wait until that Tuesday, which is the last day.
I am Connie Stokes, and I approve this message. I am running for CEO because I want a new direction for DeKalb County. You voted for Connie Stokes, the senator, for 10 years, serving in positions never held by a woman before. You voted for Connie Stokes, the commissioner, where I chaired the Budget and Finance Committee. I improved the quality of life by voting for more sidewalks, parks, green space, and playgrounds. A vote for Connie Stokes means a vision for integrity, reducing crime, senior services, and equal pay for women.
Let's elect Connie Stokes, the right woman at the right time.
Paid for by Connie Stokes for DeKalb CEO.